Have you ever wondered what women actually notice first on a man and what they quietly appreciate the most? Not the myths you see online, not the loud opinions in comment sections. I'm talking about what women consistently say in real conversations and what research in human behavior and physiology quietly confirms. If you've ever felt unsure about your body or wondered whether something about you is truly attractive, you're not alone. Many men carry silent questions about confidence, desirability, and what really matters, and most of them never get honest answers. So let me give you one now. You don't need a perfect body to be attractive. You don't need to compete with magazine photos or fitness influencers. You only need to understand which parts of your body women naturally respond to and why those areas matter more than you think. Today, I want to guide you through that, calmly, clearly, and without judgment. As a doctor who works closely with men's health and human physiology, I've seen how much clarity can change a man's confidence and energy. Sometimes it takes just one simple insight to shift how you carry yourself and how you see your own body. So if you've ever asked yourself, what do women actually find appealing in a man? Stay with me. In the next few minutes, you'll discover the surprising, science-backed body features that women pay attention to, the ones that genuinely influence attraction, connection, and even long-term desire. Let's start with the truth that most men never hear. Attraction can feel confusing, especially when you're constantly exposed to unrealistic images of what a desirable man should look like. You see sculpted bodies, extreme workouts, and filtered photos, and it's easy to assume that women only respond to perfection. But that's not how real human connection works. Most men don't realize this because we rarely talk about it openly. And when we do, the conversation often gets buried under jokes, bravado, or pressure. So many men end up feeling uncertain about their own bodies, even when there's no real reason to. Maybe you've looked in the mirror before and wondered if a certain feature matters. Maybe you've compared yourself to someone else and felt a quiet drop in confidence. Or maybe you've questioned why attraction feels so unpredictable. Here's the truth. Attraction isn't random. It's guided by biology, by subtle cues your body naturally sends, and by the emotional responses those cues trigger. Women don't simply look for perfection. They look for signals of health, stability, confidence, presence, and warmth. Have you ever asked yourself which signals your body might already be sending? Or which small changes could help you show the best version of yourself? This matters because confidence affects every part of your life. When you feel unsure about your body, it shows in your posture, your energy, your interactions. But when you understand what women truly notice and what they actually value, something shifts. You move differently. You speak differently. You feel more grounded. And the best part? Most of these attractive cues have nothing to do with having the perfect physique. They're natural, accessible, and already part of your body. You just need to recognize them and bring them forward. So in a moment, I'll walk you through the specific parts of the male body women tend to appreciate most. We'll explore why these areas matter, the science behind them, and how you can strengthen them in simple, realistic ways. Don't worry, this isn't about changing yourself. It's about understanding yourself and allowing attraction to work the way it's meant to. Now let's go through the specific parts of the male body that women tend to appreciate the most. I'll explain the biology, the psychology, and the simple ways you can highlight these features in your everyday life. Remember, you don't need dramatic changes. Small, consistent habits create the strongest signals of attractiveness. First, the eyes and the upper face. Most men underestimate how powerful the eyes are. Women often look here first because the eyes reveal emotion, attention, and presence. You don't need striking eye color. What matters is the clarity and the way you look at someone. From a biological standpoint, the muscles around your eyes reflect stress, fatigue, and aging. When these muscles tighten from long hours, screens, or lack of sleep, your face can seem distant or tense without you realizing it. A calm, steady gaze sends a signal of confidence and emotional stability. That's something women consistently find attractive. You can strengthen this area with simple habits. Take screen breaks, practice slow blinking and gentle eye relaxation. And when you speak to someone, look at them long enough to show attention, but not so long that it feels forced. It's a subtle balance. But when you get it right, Your entire presence feels more grounded and warm. Second, the shoulders, chest, and upper back. You don't need a bodybuilder's frame. Women respond more to posture and proportion than to size. The shoulders and upper chest give cues about strength, vitality, and health. Even slight improvements in posture can make you appear more confident and approachable. A straight, open upper body signals ease, and ease is attractive. Medically, these areas reflect the condition of your respiratory system, your muscle tone, and even your stress level. Rounded shoulders, for example, often come from tight chest muscles, weak back muscles, or prolonged sitting. These send a subconscious message of low energy or emotional withdrawal. You can correct this gently: light resistance training, posture awareness, simple stretching. Even 5 minutes a day makes a noticeable difference. When your shoulders open and your chest lifts, your breathing improves. Your voice becomes fuller, your presence feels stronger. Women notice this more than you think. Third, the hands and forearms. This one surprises many men. Hands are one of the most consistently mentioned features women talk about. It's not about perfect size or shape. It's about function, cleanliness, and subtle signs of strength. Your hands reveal a lot: how you take care of yourself, how you handle objects, how gentle or firm you can be. From a biological perspective, the forearm muscles are linked to grip strength. Grip strength is an indicator of overall health, longevity, and testosterone balance. Women don't consciously analyze this, but they respond to the impression it creates. To enhance this area, keep your hands clean and moisturized, work on light forearm exercises, and be mindful of how you use your hands when you interact with people. A steady handshake, a calm gesture, or even the way you hold a cup can create a sense of control and warmth. Fourth, the back and core area. Women often appreciate a man's back, not because it has to be muscular, but because it represents stability. The back supports your posture. The core anchors your movement. When these areas are in good condition, your entire body looks more balanced. A strong back doesn't require heavy training. Simple exercises, walking, stretching, light strengthening, build enough support to make your silhouette more appealing. Your core also influences how you breathe and how you carry yourself. When your core is weak, your body collapses inward. When it's stable, you stand with a natural confidence that feels calm rather than forced. Women pick up on that immediately. It communicates capability, composure, and physical presence. Finally, the voice and the energy behind the body. Technically, the voice isn't a body part, but it's produced by the body. Your lungs, diaphragm, vocal cords, and posture all play a role. Women respond to tone and pacing far more than volume. A steady, warm voice signals emotional maturity and inner strength. When you're tired, stressed, or anxious, your voice becomes higher and quicker. When you're grounded, the voice lowers naturally and slows down. This has a calming effect on others, and it enhances attraction. Here's a simple technique. Exhale longer than you inhale. It activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's natural calming mechanism. Your shoulders loosen, your chest opens, and your voice becomes deeper without any effort. Women don't just hear the change, they feel it. These body parts matter not because they need to be perfect, but because they reflect your internal health and emotional state. Attraction is a combination of biology, presence, and the signals your body sends without words. And the best part? Every one of these areas can be improved gently, naturally, and realistically. You don't need a new identity. You just need small, consistent habits that help your real self come forward. Let's take a moment to bring everything together. We covered several areas of the male body that women naturally notice, often without realizing it, and none of them required perfection, extreme workouts, or trying to be someone you're not. Remember, the eyes and upper face tell a story about your presence. They show whether you're tense or calm, tired or attentive. A relaxed gaze often speaks louder than any physical feature. Your shoulders, chest, and upper back shape the way you move through the world. When they're open and balanced, you appear more confident, grounded, and steady. This has less to do with muscle size and more to do with posture and ease. Your hands and forearms, something many men overlook, can quietly reveal strength, care, and capability. Small habits like keeping them clean and using them gently go further than you imagine. And your back and core support every part of your posture. They affect your breathing, your stance, and even the energy you give off without speaking. A stable core doesn't make you look rigid, it makes you look present. Finally, your voice reflects what's happening inside your body. A steady tone suggests emotional stability, maturity, and calmness. Women respond to these qualities far more than dramatic displays of masculinity. So, what does all this mean? It means attraction is built on signals of health, presence, calm confidence, and emotional awareness. Your body sends these signals naturally. You only need to understand them and support them with simple habits. You don't need to chase an unrealistic ideal. You don't need constant comparison. You already have the foundation of what makes a man attractive: your biology, your energy, and your presence. Always listen to your body. Treat it with care. Allow it to show the version of you that feels authentic, grounded, and confident. When you focus on these gentle improvements, you won't just look more attractive. You'll feel more connected to yourself, and that confidence becomes visible in every part of you. And that is what women really notice. Not perfection, not pressure, but presence, health, and ease. If today's video helped you understand your body in a clearer, kinder way, I'm glad you're here. My goal is always to give you practical, science-based guidance without the pressure or judgment that often surrounds men's health and attraction. So take a moment to reflect on what stood out to you. Maybe it was the importance of posture. Maybe it was the quiet strength of your hands. Or maybe it was simply realizing that you don't need perfection to be truly appealing. If you want more calm, doctor-led insights like this about confidence, health, and the science of attraction, I invite you to subscribe. It helps you stay informed, and it helps me continue creating content that supports you in a genuine, meaningful way. You can also leave a comment if there's a topic you'd like me to cover next. Your questions guide the conversations we have here, and they help other men who may be wondering the same things. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of your health, stay grounded, and I'll see you next time.